Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Students, I hope you all are fine, and let's continue with our lesson 1, globes and maps. So children, let's have a recap to what we have studied till now. We learnt about the globes, then we learnt about the latitudes and the longitudes, then we learned about the 7 continents and 5 oceans. Then we learnt about the maps, types of maps, and today we will learn about the factors of map making. So let's start. Now children, if you want to know a meaning of a word, where will you search for it? Yes, you will search it in a dictionary. So when we start searching the meaning of a word in a dictionary, the first thing we do is we look out for the first letter of the word and then the second letter, and then we search it in the dictionary. And the dictionary will not only give us the meaning of the word, it will also give us the pronunciation of the word, and it will also tell us whether the word is a noun, a verb, or an adjective. Same way, there is a way of reading maps, and today we are going to see how to read maps and what are the factors of making maps. Map making. Cartography is a science of map making. And who is a cartographer? He is the map maker. Maps gives us lot of information about a country or a place. We must know how to read a map and understand the information it provides. Factors in map making. Every map has some basic features. The important factors in map making are directions, scale, colors, symbols, and signs. So the first factor we are going to learn about is directions. Children, I hope you all know the 4 directions: north, south, east, and west. All maps follow a system of directions. The 4 major directions are north, south, east, and west. North N, south S, east E, west W are called cardinal points of a map. The top of the map is north, the bottom of the map is south, east to the right, and west to the left. The directions on a map can also be shown by an arrow marked N, which points towards the north direction, and then the other directions are easy to find. We can also mark the 4 intermediate directions on a map. Northeast, it comes between north and east. Northwest, it comes between north and west. Southeast, it comes between south and east. Southwest comes in between south and west. The second factor is scale. It is not possible to show the actual size of the earth on a map because it is too large and maps are smaller in size. So, what do? We use a scale. The scale of a map is a ratio between the distance of 2 points on the ground and their corresponding distance shown on the map. For example, if the distance between 2 cities is 100 kilometers, how can we represent it? We can represent it as 1 centimeter on a map. A scale of a map represents the relationship between the distance on the map to the corresponding distance on the ground. Suppose children, the ground distance between Delhi and Agra is 200 kilometers. So is it possible for us to show these cities at 200 kilometers from each other on the map? No, it is not possible. And this is the place where we come up with this scale of a map. The distance is represented by a smaller unit on the map. For example, if the distance between two cities is 100 kilometers, we can represent it by 1 centimeter on a map. Then the scale will read as 1 centimeter equals to 100 kilometers. Scale bar shows the actual distance between points on the map. 1 inch is equals to 1 mile. Now children, I want you all to solve this. The scale of the map is given as 1 centimeter is to 200 kilometers, and you have to find the actual distance between Jammu to Chennai. On the map it shows 10 centimeters. So what would be the actual distance between these two states? So like that we have 3 examples and I want you all to solve it. The third factor is colors. Different colors are used in maps. We read maps through colors. Standard colors are used in maps to show the physical features of an area. So without colors, we won't be able to read it. We won't be able to collect much information. So colors are an important factor. Water bodies are shown in shades of blue. Now children, the light blue color is used to show shallow waters and a darker shade of blue for the deep waters. Shades of green is to show plains or lowlands. Deserts are shown in light yellow. Plateaus are shown in light brown. Mountains and highlands are shown in brown, high mountains in dark brown and lower mountains in light brown. So children, let's see the color scheme. Dark blue is for deep waters, light blue for shallow water, green for plains or lowlands, yellow desert, high mountains, dark brown and light brown for low mountains. Yes children, let's say it again. Dark blue, deep water. Light blue, shallow water. Green, plains or lowlands. Yellow, desert. Dark brown, high mountains. Light brown, low mountains. The fourth factor is symbols. There is not enough space on a map to show mountains, rivers, lakes, bridges, dams, temples, churches and railway tracks. However, a map without this information would not be useful. Different symbols are therefore used on a map to give us this information. So there are many symbols. You can see your e-book, EVS e-book, and there you can find many symbols which denotes mountains, rivers, temples, church. Children, let's see a map key. See the mountains, how it is represented. Then you can see a river, blue line. Then the city is represented as a dark circle. You can see the railroad, how it is being presented. And the airport, it looks like an X. Yes children? Here these are some more map key. Land, water, mountains, forest, small town, city, river, H for hospital, P, police station, fire station, park, road. Children, the next topic is atlas. Atlas is nothing but a book which contains all maps. A set of maps compiled together in the form of a book is called atlas. Now children, we have almost finished the lesson. Now let's have a recap of this video. We learned the important factors in map making, and the important factors are direction, scale, colors and symbols. The cardinal points are north, south, east and west. The subdirections are northeast, NE, NW is northwest, SE is southeast, SW is southwest. The scale of a map is the ratio between the distance of 2 points on the ground and their corresponding distance shown on the map. Standard symbols are called conventional symbols, and an atlas is a book of maps. Now children, let's come to the activity. What are you going to do? You are going to take a map of India and you are going to use appropriate colors to show Thar Desert, Himalayas, Northern Plains and Bay of Bengal. Yes children, I hope you all will do, and also don't forget to solve this, the scale of a map. Yes children, and we have finished with the lesson. Children, we have finished this lesson, and now I strongly believe that you all can solve the book back exercises. And before doing that, you are going to read your e-book, read it properly and then start solving your book back questions. Okay children, thank you very much and stay safe and eat healthy food.